Good morning and welcome to Global Psychics TV on this beautiful Wednesday morning, or it could be evening depending on where you are in the world. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be here for at least the next 30 minutes, offering readings, answering questions. So don't be shy, pop them in the comments. We're streaming across all platforms. So just pop your questions in the comment box. They'll come up and then I'll be able to answer them for you. Whether it's something to do with, what's going on in your life, or whether you're wanting to connect with a loved one who has crossed over, please feel free to pop it in the chat. You'll notice that we don't have the lovely Lisa here this morning. She's on the road making her way up to beautiful Queensland. And so I am covering on my own today. So please keep the questions coming. And the more that I get, the longer I will stay. But what I might do to begin with is just pull a general card for the collective whilst we're waiting for that, and see what comes up for everybody. Okay. Let's do a general card for the collective. See what we've got in store today. Oh, this is quite a good reminder, actually. This card is the card that I pulled up today is about breathe. Okay, and the breath is a vital bridge between your body and your soul. It is the connection between inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit and divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life force that nourishes everything in the universe. Good morning, everybody. I can see your comments coming in. Hi. Good morning, Isabel and Lisa. Good morning. Lovely to see you guys. Has anybody got any questions or anything that you would like a reading, or if you just have any questions in general about mediumship and how I connect and all of those kinds of things, please don't be shy and jump in and ask away. Okay, Nemo. Hi, Nemo. Can I get a reading for monetary update for the future? Sure, let's have a look. Let me have a look. Let me have a look for you. Hi, Isabella. Yep, I can do that for you next. Oh, as soon as I started to shuffle my cards, Nemo, the first card that came out was all about wealth and prosperity and money. I can't even speak this morning. So I do want to say that this card is a lovely one to start with when you're asking about that. So let me just pull up some more cards. I do want to say when I'm looking into this card, intuitively what I'm getting around this is I do feel like there is money coming in, but I feel like it's coming from an unexpected source. There is money coming in, but I feel like it's going to be from an unexpected source. I also want to say it doesn't feel to me like life-changing, as in you're never going to have to work again and all those kinds of things, but I can see this of being able to just kind of take a step back and enjoy life a little bit more. Definitely new beginnings coming with this. So I'm also getting around this. It feels to me like within the next 12 months. That's what I'm feeling around this. So what I want to say is kind of keep staying positive, keep working towards it. But I do want to say and just watch yourself talk around this as well, keeping it positive, having some really positive mantras about, money comes to me in increasing amounts and from unexpected and expected sources. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful, and just keep inviting that in. But I do want to say it does feel to me it's going to be substantial enough to make a difference and take the stress away and definitely new beginnings. So keep playing your part and make sure you don't have negative thoughts or thinking around money. So I hope that helps. I'll leave that with you. Thank you. Okay. Let me just, sorry, you just have to bear with me for a moment. It's my first time doing this on my own. There we go. Yep. Oh, yes, I got it. Thank you. Thank you. Isabel, what's coming up for me? Let's have a look for you, Isabel. As before I draw any cards on this, straight away I want to say, I don't know whether there's a celebration around now for you. We're in mid-November. I don't know whether there's a celebration, an anniversary, or something like that's coming to a completion, or something that I want to sort of say congratulations, or making sure that you recognize and celebrate. So I don't know if you can validate something around that for me, but it does feel like something definitely worth celebrating. Okay, let's have a look. I don't know if there's somebody. Okay, Isabel, I also don't know whether you're planning a trip or there's a trip coming up, but I want to say I feel like there's travel on the horizon. It feels to me like overseas, like in international travel coming up. So I don't know whether you've already got that booked in or whether that's something coming up. I also want to say there's a female around you that may be kind of causing you a little bit of angst at the moment. I just want to remind you to stand your ground and make sure you use your voice. You often go to Europe yearly. Oh, okay. I definitely feel like there's another one coming, and it does feel like it's in the near future. That's what I'm feeling. So within the next 12 months. But I do want to talk about a female around you. There's a feeling of being of you being not able to use your voice, or you not being confident enough to stand your ground or to stand up for yourself. I just want you to have a look at that and really evaluate that friendship. Or doesn't necessarily mean walking away, but you understand this. Yeah, it could be just working out a way that you feel confident enough just to talk about it or communicate, because it does feel to me like this other person might not really actually even be aware of what's going on for you with this. So at least if you can communicate then you can see how she reacts and make your decision. But I just feel like it's really important for you to start standing your ground here and know your worth, because it does feel draining for me as well. But yeah, I have to say, can you validate this? It's your best friend, is it? And can you also validate a celebration coming up for you as well? Because that's just come out again for me. So I do want to say, get excited. Who knows? Maybe it's a surprise that's coming. I don't know, but I want to say it feels really good. All I want to say is if you can work out a way to work through this with your best friend and then make a decision about moving forward with her, or oh, it's your birthday coming up. Happy birthday. Make sure you celebrate, okay? And the other thing is just address what's going on with her, because I do feel like there's a lot more joy to be had once you move through that. So I'll leave that with you, and happy travels, Isabel. Okay. Oh, Isabel, sorry, the comments move so fast as I'm here we go. Apple user. Oh, Zay. Will Dan want to take our relationship forward? Well, let's have a look for you. Let's have a look, Zay. Will Dan want to take our relationship forward? Before I kind of have a look at any cards around this, would I be correct in saying I feel like it's kind of been moving forward, going back, moving forward, going back, moving forward, going back, or like stop, start, or even if that's just in conversation about going forward and then not going forward? Do you understand something around this? That's what I'm getting is kind of this feeling of stagnant, but then moving. Yeah, stop, start. That's what it's feeling like to me. I also want to say there's a lot of fear wrapped up in this, in the energy. I do want to say, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Out of curiosity, have the two of you had a break from each other? Can you validate that for me, whether you've actually, I know it was stop, start about moving forward, but have you actually separated? And does that make sense to you? And then come back together? Because I am getting that there's separation around the two of you. So I'm not sure whether that's something that's already happened, but yes, for 2 months. Okay. I also want to say that, and now, okay, I want to say there's this feeling of you needing to know your worth as well, and you need to put some boundaries in on what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept, rather than waiting for validation from him. I do want to say I am getting that I do believe that everything he's saying to you is true, that he really, how he feels about you. I just don't know how good he is at the relationship part. That's what I want to say. To me, it feels like there's still things that he hasn't healed from or let go of, and he's bringing them into this relationship. So at the moment, I'm not seeing it moving forward how you would like. So I do want to say kind of let go and allow this to unfold naturally and leave it in his hands. But in the meantime, I think you need to have boundaries, say that what you want, and you're not going to settle for anything else, and just see how he comes around. But I want to say I feel like there's a better relationship for you. That's what I want to say, Zay. So I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, but I definitely feel that Dan is kind of still holding on to past hurts, and so he's not moving forward. I'll leave that with you. I hope that helps. Okay. Let me just... Okay. Hi, Victoria. How are you this morning? What is coming up in my relationship? Oh, let's have a look. Victoria, is there a 2? Oh, you're very welcome, Zay. Is there a 2 connected to this relationship at all, Victoria? So what I mean by that is it 2 years, 2 months? Or did you meet in February? Do you understand a 2 around this relationship at all? No, 2 is connected. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel like there's a timeline of 2 coming up in this, so I will come back to that. Let's have a look. I do. Okay, let me have a look. I want to say, I mean, interesting. I got the wedding card come up. And I did get, I did kind of get, besides the wedding card, I also got the very soon card come up. And I feel like this very soon card is more about needing to make up clearly decide what you want. Okay, clearly decide what you want. That's the feeling I get. So I don't know whether there's something that you're nervous about or you're questioning around this, but I do want to say I feel this is really positive. So I don't know whether you can validate this at all around your relationship, coming up in my relationship. Also, maybe that he'll ask me that question. Yes, I do feel like I do want to say I feel that he's very invested in this relationship, and yeah, I want to say I feel like that's where his head's at. I don't know whether either of you have even spoken about this or whether he's been open about it, but I do want to say I feel like he sees you as his forever person. So I hope that's what you were hoping for. But I did get the card come up about making sure you get very clear on what it is that you want, because I do feel like there's this little bit of going back and forth in your own mind. But that could be also just fear of not knowing where he's at. But what I'm getting is he's very much in it for the long haul. So I hope that helps, Victoria. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I am trying to scroll back, hoping I don't miss anybody. But oh, hi, Lisa. Yes, on your way to Queensland. Thanks for joining me. I was wondering whether you would have any signal to join. Oh, okay. An investment coming in. That's great. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look. Jess. Morning, Jess. Will Bob and I reconnect? Let's have a look. Will Bob and I reconnect? Out of curiosity, Jess, have you separated more than once in the past? Do you understand this? You're very welcome, Victoria. Is this no, just the once? Okay. Well, before I even draw the cards, I do want to say I do feel like there's going to be a reconnection, because I definitely got a yes as I said that, because I felt like coming back again. So I wasn't sure if that had already happened in the past, but I am seeing a reconnection. Let's just have a look at something though. I feel like things have been left unsaid. I feel like there's things that haven't been, and I got the trust card around this, just trusting the situation and having faith. I also want to say I feel like there's something there's been like a miscommunication or something that hasn't been said. Do you understand this? I just feel like there's a miscommunication over something, and which has driven to this this separation. I don't know. You're right. We had miscommunication. Yeah. I want to say that to me, it just feels like this is something differently that you both can that reconnect again. There's just something about communicating and clearing this up. So I do want to say sometimes too, when I'm getting kind of like focus on connection rather than correction. So focus on the connection first and then talk about what the miscommunication was about, kind of disarming, the needing to be defensive and things like that. Because I do want to say you both got a lot of love for each other and you both care very deeply for each other. Yeah, I want to say that's a yes. Need to clear up that miscommunication. I hope that helps, Jess. Also, just a reminder that we always have lots of lovely practitioners, psychic practitioners online. It's a toll-free number, 1-800-577-499. You can have a look at the readers, and they've got their PIN numbers there. So anytime, 24 hours a day, you can reach somebody if you've got a burning question or we don't get around to you on this this live. Keeping in mind, we're going to be on live again tonight at 8 p.m. Sydney time. So you can come back and join us then as well. Okay, let's have a look. Hi, Kelly. Wonderful. Kelly. Okay, Kelly. Kelly, have I met you before? Your name sounds familiar to me. Should I stay away from Star? Or is it all good to see him for the arranged 4 days a month? Okay, let me have a look at this. Should I stay away from star, or is it good? Straight away, what I'm hearing intuitively is, oh, you've been here. Okay, that's how I know your name. Straight away, what I was getting intuitively was you already know this answer, but that's okay. I'm still going to give you the reading, but I feel like you already know this answer. It's almost like intuitively you're not listening to yourself. It's like you're torn between your intuition and your heart and your mind. But let's have a look. Has there been okay, I want to say, is there things that have not been finalized around this as well? I don't know if you can validate this. I feel like there's things that haven't been finalized about this. I also want to say, I just feel like there is a little bit of a ulterior motive, or something that I want to just say, just listen to your intuition here. Listen to your intuition. I did get to choose a new direction, but I also got the situation will improve. And I feel like there's something, is there a legal vibration around this as well? Kelly, can you validate this? I'm seeing like papers of a legal vibration, and I just feel that something is going to change around this. There's going to be something it has been finalized. He can just be reactive. Okay. Okay. For me, I want to say there is a tie for support at the moment. Okay, because I do want to say I feel like something is going to change. Like there's something from a legal vibration that is going to change, something that's going to be tweaked or changed on how the situation is going to move ahead. I also want to say that you're going to have input on that as well. I do feel like I do want to say, listen to your own intuition. What I would suggest, let me just, okay, I definitely am getting there's going to be changes around this. So when it says, should I see him? Is it all good to see him? I do want to say, just protect yourself. There's a feeling of just protecting your energy, Kelly. That's what I want to say around this. I do want to say that if you do make the decision to see him, I want to say, once you have the first time, reevaluate if you're finding that it's not resonating or it's not good for your energy field. I do feel like you know what I'm talking about. There's a feeling of almost what I want to say is if this was your best friend in this situation, what advice would you give to them? Because I do feel like you're very emotionally attached to this situation. And I do want to say, I feel, keeping in mind though, I want to say I do see change further on down the track. Okay, I do see change further down the track. I do want to say remaining positive for later on, but at the moment I just don't feel that it's going to be really good for you at the moment. I hope that makes sense, Kelly. But keeping in mind, it's just about looking after yourself. And just protect your own energy is what I want to say. So I hope that helps, Kelly. I do see it can change further down the track, but at the moment, I don't think it's going to be great for you. So I hope that helps. Thanks, Kelly. You're welcome. Okay. Hi, Keisha. Will Jacob unblock me this month or maybe next month and reach out? Okay, Jacob. Keisha, I just want to, I know you're after a psychic question, but I do want to say I've got somebody in spirit wanting to step forward, and I do think that they're going to give some guidance around this. I do feel like I've got a gentleman in spirit stepping forward around you. This feels to me like a grandfather figure. I want to bring up a grandfather figure around you, Keisha, who's stepping forward. I also want to say that it's interesting, he's kind of wanting to come, I feel like he's coming in and putting his arms around your armpits and just lifting you up and just kind of letting you know, dust yourself off and know your worth. I feel like you're in a bit of a slump at the moment. This is what he's giving to me. I also want to say that, there's something around you kind of waiting, just sitting and waiting for this. And he's just saying to keep moving forward, Keisha, keep moving forward. But to answer your question, I'll have a look. But he's giving to me that there's a reason why this is like that. And it's better just to move forward instead of looking back. Yeah. I want to say that I feel like it is very unlikely that he will, and that there definitely is something better. And then, and then I got a strong no around this, but the grandfather figure in spirit is giving to me that it's almost like this is happening for you, not to you, Keisha, that to just keep moving forward. There's something better for you. So I hope that helps. I'll leave his love with you. I do feel like I'm on your dad's side of the family as well. Thanks, Keisha. Okay. You're very welcome, darling. You're very welcome. You just gotta know your worth and know that you're very supported, and he's right there with you as well. There is that feeling too of like you need more laughter. That's what he's saying to me. You need more laughter, more fun. You're way too young to be that serious. So keep that in mind as well, darling. Best years of your life are still ahead of you. Okay. I am Marie. Marie, general for me. Hi, Marie. General for you. Okie dokie. Let's have a look. Let me swap my deck. Okay. Marie, are you I'm well, thank you, darling. Thank you. I just a quick question. Are you in the process of changing careers or changing jobs or movement in the workplace at all? Do you understand this? You are? It feels to me like, and would you also, I want to say, there's just this feeling of like wanting to say to you, make sure you follow your heart. Make sure you follow your heart. I do feel like this change is going to be changing career, did the better. Yeah, because it feels to me like this is a really positive leap, and it feels like it just feels great. That's what I want to say in around this. Around this change of career. I also want to say I feel like I don't know what it is you're doing, but I do feel like further on down the track there's an opportunity for travel with this. So I don't know if you can validate this, but I do see travel around this as well. And I do feel like it's got to do like combining with work rather than just travel. That's what I'm feeling. Also, I want to say, I mean, as I said that too, I did get the holiday and travel card jump out, so maybe I'm feeling into that as well. I do want to say, are you in a relationship, Marie? Can I confirm if you're single or if you're in a relationship? Not yet. Well, I don't know if that's what you're wanting at the moment, but I'm praying for a husband. Well, I am feeling that it's definitely coming up. I'm seeing love and romance around you. It's about time. It's been a long time. Sometimes too, it comes going back to when you think about things from an energy perspective. When you make a shift and you change your career and you're doing something for yourself, just that shift in your vibration of confidence and feeling better and feeling more joy, and you're putting that out into, and when you're putting that out into the world, definitely tend to attract or put out a different vibration, and you'll notice that other areas of your life start to improve. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is in the very near future for you, of somebody coming in with this change around you. Also, I want to say with the change in career, are you also having to either upskill or study or I'm getting like really having to learn. Claim that hard. Absolutely. Learning new skills. Do you understand this? Because I want to say as well, I feel like study for the new career. Yeah, I'm getting that around you. I just want to say this feels amazing to me. Amazing. I think that you've done the correct thing, and you'll notice that everything will start to, you'll feel more abundant in every area of your life, because you're going to be feeling like you're putting yourself first, and it definitely is incredibly positive. So I want to say get excited. But yes, I see love on the horizon. So I'll leave that with you. I hope that helps. All the best, Marie. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Oksana. Is it your name, Oksana? If not, please correct me. You're very welcome, Marie. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you, darling. Oksana, is that your name? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. If not, if you want to just pop it in the comments. Okay, let's have a look. Any chance for a romantic connection with the man I know already, please? We're not in communication now. Okay. Oh, okay, perfect. Thanks, Oksana. I would hate to be just calling you the wrong name the whole time. So let's have a look for you. Any chance of a romantic connection? Man, you already know. Let me just... Not in communication now. Okay, has it been a few months since you haven't spoken? I'm getting a few months around this. And so is that, if you could just validate whether it's been a few months since you have spoken. I'm also wanting to say that I don't feel that this is your person, or this. I don't feel like there's a romantic connection. Okay, it's been a few months. That's what I was getting. I am getting that for me, energetically, and what I'm seeing in the cards now, I'm not seeing a romantic connection with him. I do feel like he's got a lot of stuff going on. I also want to say I don't feel that he's actually... I feel like he's still connected to somebody else. There's a feeling of, so whether that relationship might be over, I don't know, but emotionally, I feel like his energy is elsewhere. And if you haven't communicated for a few months, there may be somebody, I don't know, but I'm just getting that I'm not getting, I'm getting a no around that. And I also am getting that there's definitely something better for you, darling. So I hope that helps. Thank you. Hi, Rach. May I please get a mediumship reading if possible, please? Of course, of course. Let's see who's around you. Rach, I don't know whether you can validate, but as soon as the second that I sort of just switched to go to mediumship straight, you're very welcome, Oscar. I do want to say that I felt like a dog came flying through. So I don't know if you've got a dog in spirit, Rach, but I just felt like this dog energy just came in full ball. So there is definitely a dog around you, but let's have a look at who else. I do want to say there's a lady in spirit around you, Rach. As she begins to draw closer, I'm feeling incredible amounts of maternal energy. That's the feeling that I'm getting around her, into incredible amounts of maternal energy. So this is Patch, the dog that I grew up with. There was just this like crazy, like I wasn't going to wait, and I had to come in and let you know that I'm around. I'm getting goosebumps, so it definitely is. And I have to say that Patch is kind of like presenting like real puppy energy now, but I feel like he's giving to me that that it wasn't like that for him. He lived a long life, but he's resorted back to crazy energy. I do want to say that he's around you a lot, but this lady who's stepping forward, Rach, I do want to say is on the maternal side of your family, on mum's side of the family. I'm feeling very blocked up in my throat chakra as well as she's drawing closer. So I do want to say either there was no time for goodbye or she was unable to speak at the end of her life, but this is what she's giving to me around this area. I also want to say that she's been in spirit for a while. This is what she's giving to me as well. I don't know if you can validate if mum's mum is in spirit, Rach. But I definitely feel like I am on mum's side of the family because of the maternal energy. I do want to say that she's giving to me, yeah, he was 15. Yeah, he was definitely lived a long life. Can you validate if your mum's mum is in spirit, Rach? Because this lady is connected to the maternal side of your family. I also want to say that she's giving to me that she's around you a lot. Are you also, I need to say that she's giving to me, she's kind of, what she's doing is she's kind of got me going left and right. We don't talk to my grandmother anymore. So you're unsure if she's passed. Oh, okay. That would make sense on why I couldn't speak or get my words out. That would make sense on why I couldn't speak or get my words out. If you weren't talking, okay. Just bear with me for a moment. I'll come back to them. I'll come back, but I'll stay with this message. But I'm getting this, like you're looking left and right. Are there decisions that you need to be made at them that need to make at the moment, Rachel? And I feel like these are quite big decisions. That's what I'm getting around this. So I don't know whether this is around career or what you want to do, but there's something around this. And I just want to say, similar to what we were talking about before, okay. What I want to say is, to do with the NDIs, I do want to say, because it's like doing this, and I want to say go for it. There's a feeling of like go for it. That's what I want to say. I feel like this is going to be beneficial. I do feel like this is going to be the right decision. Again, always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Always trust your own intuition. But this is what I'm getting at the moment from Spirit is this. I do want to say, and I feel like now's the time to do it as well. There's something about filling in forms, or there's something to do with doing something now and getting the ball rolling. Okay, that's what I want to say as well. But your dog's just coming back in as well. I do want to say, out of curiosity, I appealed their decision. They denied my modifications. Okay, I want to say, and you have appealed? Yeah, perfect. That's what I want to say is just keep going. Don't stop, because that's what it feels like to me, that it's going to be okay, that the paperwork that's gone in, I feel like it's going to work. So stay strong with that. And, sometimes, we just, when we don't take no for an answer and we keep at it, and we have that breakthrough, that's what I'm getting around this. And I do feel like, the time is now that things are happening. I also feel like they're very slow on their end. There's a feeling of being very slow on their end, or things stalling. And especially coming up to this time of year where things, people slow down. I definitely see you getting the answers 8 months doing the reports and more. You can't do another year of this. I do want to say I feel like it's going to go into next year. Okay, I do feel like it is going to go into next year, but stick at it, because I do feel like it's not going to be wasted. So I wish you all the best on that, Rach. Okay, and there's just so much love from your dog, I have to say. Okay, Tiffany. General read for me, please. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. Let's have a look for you, darling. You're welcome, Rach. Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. Okay? Don't give up. I know it feels, sometimes I wonder whether they do this just because they know they're going to wear you down, and then you're going to be too exhausted and just kind of walk away. But I feel like, I don't feel like there's any need for you to walk away. So, all right, Tiffany, general read, please. Let's have a general read and see what's going on for Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany. I don't know whether there's something going on at the moment for you as well, where you've got doubt about which way to go. Similar theme happening in the readings today, but I kind of feel like you've got some confusion and doubt. I also feel like this is related to finances or something to do with a financial vibration. So it could have to do with work, or it could have to do with something to do with finances. That's what I'm getting around this. I don't know if you can validate, but I do want to say it almost feels like you're taking one step forward and two steps back. That's the feeling that I'm getting. And I want to say, take a chance. A leap of faith is something around this. There's also, I'm getting something strong coming. So I don't know whether there's a decision that's been made in the past around finances that you need to forgive yourself for, or you need to kind of make peace with that. Been thinking I should do a side business or something different to help with our finances. Yeah, I do want to say, I want to say take a leap of faith. That's what I'm getting around this. And just kind of there's something also just about your relationship with the finances, about forgiving yourself and making peace with that, and kind of really letting go of looking back at decisions that had been made, because that's just going to keep you quite stagnant, is what I'm saying. And I do feel that definitely taking a leap of faith with this, and I do feel success around this as well. So if I should do a side business or something different to help with everyone, keeping in mind too, make sure it's something that brings you joy, Tiffany. Make sure that it's something that, have a think about it. Don't just rush in purely for think about finances. Think about, use your creative mind. That's what I'm hearing, because I do want to say that, if it's something that can bring you joy as well, then it's going to be a lot more positive. You're very welcome. So all the best with that. Thanks, Tiffany. Okay. Yes, you can ask your questions here, Aman. So just pop your questions in. I'm just scrolling up to see if I've missed any questions. Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Is there a new love coming in for me, please? Oh, how exciting. Let's have a look. I feel like you're ready. I do feel like you're ready for this. I'm getting that quite strongly around this. And I also want to say that that there's been so much personal growth for you. I'm getting, that you've been really working on yourself, and you're at a stage where it's like, yeah, I'm ready. I want to say, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like it's going to be more just meeting somebody through a friend, or there's something to me. I've wanted to say, let your friends help you. I really want to say, let your friends help you. So I don't know whether this has got to do with matchmaking or something along these lines, but I do feel like it's going to be, I do want to say I feel like it's going to happen a lot more naturally opposed to on dating apps. Now, keeping in mind, still go on them. Don't just sort of, because I've said that. But I do want to say I feel like you're going to meet someone a lot, the old-fashioned way is what I'm going to get. I also want to talk about kind of, being a lot more lighthearted and flirty and all of those kinds of things, and really putting it out there. That's what I want to say, because it feels to me like there's, some fun coming, like a really fun, from the heart, really light, kind energy coming your way. That's what I'm feeling. I definitely see that you're going to be breaking a pattern from past relationships to who you meet next time. I definitely feel like, the time has come that you've kind of worked through things, and you're not going to be repeating the same types of relationships. And I do want to say that I want to say something around the Christmas time. That's what I'm feeling, is somebody coming in over the Christmas New Year time. So get excited for that. I hope that makes sense to you. Oh, you feel that too? Yeah. Definitely going to be breaking that pattern. And it's almost like, it's your time. You deserve it now. Okay. Those lessons have been learnt, and, you don't need to do that anymore. So I wish you all the best, but definitely over the holiday period feels to me like either already somebody will be there, or that's when you're going to meet them, because it feels like you'll be sharing that, with the butterflies in your tummy and those kinds of things. So I'll leave that with you, Ashley. Okay. Okay. May Tony have a general card, please? Well, of course Tony can. Hi, Tony. I'm guessing Tony's driving while you're in the passenger seat there, Lisa. Let's have a look for Tony. Okay, first of all, just before I even draw a card, first of all, Tony, I just want to say, just stop and breathe. I don't know why I want to say this, but I feel like my head is spinning, almost like I'm in the washing machine on the spin cycle. So obviously there's a lot going on for you. I also want to say about taking a breath, because I feel like everything is going to be okay. I'm getting told that everything is going to be okay. I also see, obviously, you've already taken a big leap of faith, which I'm getting come up here. And there's just this encouragement card around it, like, just keep going for it, because I do see this being a positive. I also want to say, Tony, I don't know if I know you wanted just a general card, please, but I don't know whether your father is in spirit, Tony, if you can validate that. I don't know whether, but I do want to say that he's just, again, kind of giving to me, he's driving, he's laughing. Oh, okay, he's laughing, yeah. I do want to say, Tony, I feel like there's a man in spirit. I do feel like this is Dad. So can you validate whether, Lisa, if his dad's in spirit? And I do want to say that his dad is giving to me that I'm getting that saying of like, nothing that's worth it ever comes easy. There's something like that as well. But I do want to say as well, out of curiosity, I don't know, have any idea, Lisa, why Spirit's just shown me a possum. Very random. Never seen a possum from Spirit before. So I don't know whether that is a symbol, or if there's something, if you guys have just seen a possum, or if that's a sign. I don't know. I don't want to put my meaning on it. But I just saw a possum come up from the gentleman in spirit. So he gave that to me as well. I do want to say you need to kind of also, there's just something I'm seeing as well, like when trees lose their leaves, and then it allows for new growth. There's something about maybe, possum. Okay. I do want to say maybe kind of, I don't know whether there's a lot of your hand is in a lot of different pots, or whether there's lots of new ideas for different things as well. I just feel like I want to say just slow down on that, if that makes sense, and just one step at a time is what I want to say. One step at a time, because it does feel like you're going to kind of get to the other pots quicker with one step at a time. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, much love to you guys, and drive safely. Okay. Now I did see one back here that I missed. Hi, Rihanna. Mediumship reading, please, and thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, Rihanna, let me just. Rihanna, I don't know if you can take. I feel like I've got a younger male in spirit. Stepping forward, I do want to say that he passed before his time. He passed young. This is what he's giving to me. I also want to say that I feel like he's to your side. So to me, it feels like he's like your generation, like he's young, if you can validate. I also want to say there is a feeling of wanting to accept responsibility for his passing. This is what he's giving to me, like choices that he made. Choices that he made led to him transitioning into spirit. So if you could just validate for me whether, sorry, I just... Sorry about that. My dog's just, you do understand? Okay. My dog's just started to bark right at that moment. I do want to say, you understand, he's giving to me that it was his choices that led to that. And there is, I want to say also, like, he really struggled. That's what he's giving to me as well. He was quite funny, or he thought he was quite funny. Do you understand this? Because I do feel like he's being a bit of a joker. I do feel like, and he wants to say that he's absolutely fine. That he's absolutely fine. He see everything really clearly now. I do feel like he struggled with his mental health. That's what he's giving to me. And I also want to say that he's giving to me that he's helping others, like who are kind of in the same boat. From the other side, he's helping guide them and try and help them with that. I do also want to say, I don't know if June's significant around him or if it's around you, Rihanna, but he's bringing up the month of June. That could be birthday, anniversary of passing. If it's not June, it could be the number 6, the 6th of any other date. But he's giving that to me as well. I do want to say, it's your birthday, is it? Oh, okay. So he's just using that as validation, Rihanna. And I do want to say that he also is wanting to remind you of how strong you are. I do feel like this year's been, that's what he's giving to me. I feel like when I kind of, when he started talking about your year, I felt like he put a weighted blanket on top of me. That's what it felt like. So it feels like the energy has been really heavy for you. And I do want to say that he's been around trying to help with this as well. I do see some relief coming. I also want to talk about, we're in mid-November now, just about. I know your birthday is June, but would you understand something around now, a birthday, anniversary, a celebration, there's something, or completion? Do you understand this around now as well? Because I feel like I want to be celebrating around now. So is there something significant in November, or something that's just passed in October that that he would be acknowledging around now? Because I do feel like, and I do feel like it's, I feel like I want to get party whistles out. I feel like I want to kind of like really celebrate. So that might be his way of just reminding you to have fun. But I do want to say, it feels like there's relief coming next year. He's around you a lot, so ask for guidance. And there is just a feeling of really wanting to apologize for choices that he made, and how that affected everybody. And he can see that clearly now. And okay, well, maybe there's some good news coming, Rihanna, that's going to be like celebration, because I felt like I wanted to kind of, felt like, that real having the whistles and stuff. So it might be something coming up for you, just to make sure that it's worth celebrating. But I do want to say, oh, you just won money, did you? Rach just chimed in to say something. I did have a big win at the end of October. There you go. That's exactly what it is. Okay. And I did sort of say, kind of going back into October as well. Perfect. So he's just using that as like evidence to say, look, I have survived physical death. I am seeing what happens. And there's just this congratulations. And that's probably why everything feels so much lighter as well. But I'll leave his love with you, and please know that he's around you and celebrating with you as well. So I hope that helps. Thanks, Rihanna. Sometimes that happens when we're receiving a mediumship reading, that you're welcome, that, our loved ones will be, playing charades with me, and, you get little tidbits, but we're not, and I know myself, when I have sit with a medium, sometimes it's not till later on I go, oh, I know what that meant now. So it's always important to kind of never write something off. It doesn't mean it has to be right. I could get things wrong, but it's like, never write it off and just wait and see, because sometimes things can resonate. A week later, you could be driving your car and go, oh, I just got that. I'm always happy to be wrong, and sometimes I'm going to get things wrong as well. I'm not saying that I don't get things wrong, but I'm always saying never write something off straight away, because most of the time they'll come around. Oh, thanks, Rach. And thanks for chiming in and helping with that. Okay, we've got time for one very quick one. One very, very quick one. Okay. And also remembering for anybody else who didn't get a reading, we will be back on tonight at 8 p.m. Sydney local time. Or you can call one of our amazing readers. I'm going to log on after I hop off this live on 1-800-577-499. It's a toll-free number from anywhere in the world. And then just choose who you would like and select the PIN number. That number again, 1-800-577-499. Okay. Any messages, please? Need clarification. Okay. What would you like clarification on? I do want to say before I do want to say trust your gut straight away. That's what I just heard. Trust your gut. I feel like there's something to do with clarification on whether you've got to trust a situation or a person. I don't know if you can validate that for me, but that's what I'm getting is something about trusting. I do want to say ask more questions. There's a feeling of needing to ask more questions, and I did get the trust your intuition card come around this. I do want to say that there's something about trusting your intuition. Ask more questions is what I want to say. Ask more questions. I do feel like there could be a storm brewing as well. So if the questions being asked bring up more questions, then I want to say you already know the answer. So without kind of knowing what the situation is, I'm just giving you a general, but that's what I'm getting around this. I do want to say you need a lot more questions to be asked, but there is this feeling of like the more questions you ask, the more questions you're going to get is what I want to say. So I do hope that helps you. But trust your own intuition in this, because and don't make any don't be pressured into making any decisions is what I want to say. Don't be pressured into making any decisions. Okay. I don't know whether there's also change for you around work or a new career, but I do see something in that area for you as well, and that feels positive to me. So keep that in mind. But it's been lovely to spend this hour with you guys this morning. Thank you for your patience of me trying to work out how to do all the scrolling and the messages. But much love to you all, and remember your loved ones are right there with you, so they're only a thought away. So keep talking to them, keep asking for guidance, and always trust yourselves. And hopefully see you back here this evening for anybody who didn't get a reading or anybody who'd just like to come and join and support, because we do appreciate it. So until next time, much love and enjoy your day. Thank you.